All right, hello, we are the Damsels game. The Damsels are three lady gamers who like to play games, and then we talk about them. What do you tell your friends when a game that you don't really like goes on sale for 75% off?
How would I know if I didn't really like it?
Because you own it, but your friend doesn't. So, do you tell them the truth? Do you not tell them the truth? Sometimes honesty is the best policy, and sometimes a free weekend might pleasantly surprise you. So look out for those and don't pass them up.
Wait, hang on.
You make that really confusing.
It's a game I don't like.
No. It's a game I don't like that you asked me about that was 75% off.
Oh, right. So, no, I want honesty.
Exactly. This week, The Damsels is sponsored by Last Minute Horde Night Incorporated. No spikes, no bullets, no time, no problem. Just climb to the top of your favorite building and hope it doesn't fall down before sunrise. Exit strategy and personal safety not included. Our motto is, 80% of the time it works, all the time. Call today for a free quote. Mythery and I use that strategy often. And The Damsels is recorded live on Sunday, August 1st. This is our 151st show. We put shows out whenever we can, and you can listen via iTunes, you can go to our YouTube channel, you can go to our home at Podcast Garden when it's functioning.
Yeah.
And, oh boy, I guess we'll be talking about that later, among other sources. All right, let's move into Jibber Jabber. I'm just looking forward to this email.
All right, so I got an email from Kirkos. So you remember last episode we were talking about downgrade of a DDO accounts from VIP to premium.
Yes.
And I was talking about my spreadsheet that I made and all the different things that I wanted to get and how many DDO points it was going to cost, which was 20,975.
Oh my god.
With the different classes I wanted and races I wanted and the bank, of course, and all that kind of stuff. And then the different plus packs I wanted to get. And Myth was mentioning that she thought we had bought some, and she meant to...
I said we got them for free.
No, you didn't. You said bought, because I went back and I listened.
Well, then I said got. I'm sure I didn't say bought.
You did say bought, because I did go back and listen, but that's okay. Kirkus sent an email and said, Saba, I hope you all used the free quest code from 2020.
We did.
At the start of the pandemic. Even with VIP, you could use it to get all the packs up through Keep on the Borderlands. That would be a huge chunk of your estimate of DDO points you might have to spend. And this is what Myth was talking about.
Oh,
we all did.
Right. Yeah, we all did
that. So we got all those...
When she was all confused, and we were like, what is she talking about? That's what she was talking about.
That is what she was talking about,
I knew we didn't pay for them, so I don't know why I said bought.
Right. So you were right. We do own all that stuff.
We bought it with our words.
Right.
We bought it with words.
Oh. Instead of 20,975 points for what I thought I was going to spend, it is now 9,845.
What? Nice.
Yes. Nice.
Got that many. Guarantee I've got that many.
You think?
Fred.
Oh, my God.
Mythery is never wrong, is what Fred is saying in the chat.
Yeah, I have 10,000 points just sitting here right now.
So I don't have that many points because I like to go questing with hirelings, so I occasionally spend points on hirelings. I will still get the bank immediately because that's most important.
Yep. The bank is getting bought.
Yep. And then I will mention other things later. So on to let's talk about videos.
Right.
So in our 7 Days to Die POV series, we have 17. Oh, I put out my 17 because I found this last episode.
Yeah, the
last
last
my computer went down.
episode. After your computer went poof.
Yeah. Retie Beerloaf says you two have been up to some shady shenanigans while I was away.
That's quite possible.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
And then, so that was episode 17. And then we put out episode 20.
Yes.
On Friday. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Friday.
Mm-hmm. We didn't do a whole lot. We just pretty much tidied up the house a bit and tidied up Horde Night and got ready for it. I'm looking forward to Horde Night, but we have a few days to burn in between now and then. So we're going to have to do at least one episode where we are out in the world looting. Have we even looted that whole town that we're in? I don't think we have.
I thought we did.
But it would be nice if we could find in the next town like something big, like a Shamway Foods or a Shotgun's Messiah or something like that.
So on the other stuff in your vanilla series, Let's Play Con Beto.
Yeah.
Mentioned that there was a traveling horde. They're a thing now. From time to time, one will pass nearby and can be attracted by your presence. In a modded game, I was on a mission in one of the big buildings, and suddenly I hear zombies, 2 small hordes near me, and they were trying to get to me from quite a bit. Later, they became a problem because some hordes have screamers, and if they can get you, they will scream again and again, summoning more and more zombies. It was challenging and horribly fun.
I didn't know that wandering hordes could have screamers. Is that a vanilla thing, or is that a modded game thing?
Well, it sounds like he said in a mod, right?
Well, he was playing in a mod, and that happened to him. I have not seen a screamer in a wandering horde in vanilla, but I don't have that much experience with just plain old vanilla. I'm still doing it.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah. So right now, I'm actually up to episode 6 that is live, and that is Thank You for Your Service. That's where I talk Mythery into coming with me to a military facility, and we clean it out. And there's lots of soldiers inside. It's pretty scary. That's why I didn't want to go alone. Don't go alone. Take Mythery with you. Also, take Mythery with you when you're looking for real estate, because that's where we run off to next.
Okay.
There we go. I put out an episode of Very Vanilla every 5 days, and every 5 days an episode, doesn't matter what day of the week that's on, a 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then it rolls right back around to 1. So you might get an episode on the 30th or the 31st, and then you turn around, the 30th, and then you turn around and you get another episode on the 1st. So instead of 5 days, that's only 1 or 2 days, but that's okay. That's the way things are shaking out. I will go until I reach episode 30 or hit the end of October, whichever comes first. Right now, I'm still filming. I'm having a good time.
You use film?
Yes, film. I use 9mm. Just reel to reel. Just put it up on the old shoulder there, and I go out into the world and film it. I will say that vanilla ain't easy. It has taken me a long time to claw my way up to a point where I feel pretty good about what I have. I feel like I've amassed a little bit of wealth. But it's taken me a long time to get to this sweet spot. We'll see what happens. And then I really hope that my world doesn't explode when Alpha 20 hits. I hope I can play in the same map, in the same world, whenever Alpha 20 drops, which is...
I know they keep saying that it's coming out soon, but
but they don't give a date, which is a little troubling, so I'm not sure how long I'm going to be waiting for that. But I don't have to worry about that until after October anyway, so it's fine. Let's move into what we learned this week. I learned that if you are going to hide on a roof for a horde night that you came in and you realized you're not prepared for, and that you don't have any weapons for, and that you're freaking poor and you have absolutely nothing. If you're going to go hide on a roof, make sure that roof doesn't have a ladder going up to the roof where the zombies can get to you, because they will. And they will overrun you and they will chase you off of the roof, which is what happened. We have a shared server where we play 7 Days to Die. It's a nice modded game, and I'm really used to being very rich very quickly in those modded games. And this one, for some reason, we hit day 14 and we have almost nothing.
That's so weird.
I'm using a level 1 9mm. I don't even have a bow. Freaking Mythery's using a level 1.
You haven't made a bow?
I didn't have one on me. Didn't have a bow, didn't have any arrows. And
Isn't that one of the things you have to do to get past?
Apparently, I got rid of it. I couldn't tell you where it went. There was no time. We logged in, and we literally had Horde right then. We were like, oh god, we have to go. So we go to where we had Horde on the 7th day, which was the bank. And there was nothing. Everything, anything that we had, any spikes we had put down, those had all been destroyed already in that first horde. So we just got up on the roof of the bank, and then we had to get off the roof of the bank because the zombies got up there with us. It was really rough. It was a rough horde. I had to run to another building, get on the top of that building, and it was 2 hours left in horde, and I could hear the zombies running around attacking the house that I was on, trying to knock it down. We're super, super duper poor in that map, so we'll see.
You can start all over again.
We might have to start all over again.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
we don't really have anything, so
Yeah, we have. It's not like we're losing anything except for like 10,000
It's so
gunpowder. I
horrible.
wish we could take that.
Right.
You know how I hate starting all over again.
39,000 gunpowder. Almost 40,000.
Wait, no, you sound like you're crying crocodile tears right now, Sab.
I'm not crying tears at all.
You like starting over. You like new maps.
That's right.
She's got map-itis, new map-itis, start over-itis.
Yes.
I think I have told you about this.
Yeah,
We've had an
you've had-
intervention about
Yes,
this
we did.
already.
Maybe
So,
she's like, oh, that's so
I
sad.
think everybody knows this.
All right, Myth, what'd you learn?
I learned that you just to be ready.
Yeah, if
All
you,
the time, be
it's
ready.
it's like Bob the Drag Queen says, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Right.
Of course, he was talking about fleets. Anyway, what did
It
you
applies.
Yeah, it implies all. It encompasses everything. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. All right, Saba, what'd you learn?
Okay, one thing I learned in that, did you know there's such a thing as unlimited texting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have that?
They told me about this the other day. You know, I woke up and there were 42 texts in our joint.
Yeah,
Messaging
sometimes
in
we
our
get
group.
crazy in there. You know?
42 people, come on. And you know, I only sleep 2 or 3 hours at a time.
Well, then
and there were
silence your
42.
phone during quiet
Oh no,
time.
I didn't hear it because I don't sleep with my phone. My phone is in a different room, which is why there were 42 when I woke up. But I said 42 texts or whatever it was, and he's like, you know, there's such a thing as unlimited texting.
Yeah,
And I told him he was a liar. There is no such
there
thing.
is actually. I can send as many text messages as I want.
He was saying something to me, and I replied something. I said, well, it was in the text. And she said, oh, you mean the text where there was 42 texts?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it.
All right, rumors, news, and lies. 7 Days to Die, Alpha 19.6 stable is out for those that want to download that one. And Ark, Lost Island, that's not available yet, but it's going to be a free official download for Ark Survival Evolved. The second creature voted by fans to be added to Ark Lost Island will be the Dinopithecus. And I put a picture in our show notes.
Yeah, it looks like a baboon.
It kind of does, yeah. I think he's cute.
I hope you can't ride it.
Yes, you can.
What? Oh my god.
According to the wiki, this guy will be tameable, rideable, but they're not sure whether it's going to be breedable.
Oh my god. So he's pretty big then.
Yes, yes. He does look mean. So I think you guys should,
No. No.
what do you mean no?
No. I'm still messing around on Ragnarok breeding birds. I cannot be bothered to go and do it. I haven't even been on up to the next map.
Well, that map's going to have to get in line.
Yeah.
Well, Fierce Fred says if I start over, I never have to put a roof on a house. True. All right. In Creativerse, they're having a contest called the Are You a Morning Person or a Night Person?
What contest is that?
Well, you join the Team Morning or the Team Night Person.
Okay.
And basically, you decide whether you're going to be Team Morning or Team Night. And you make some artwork with one of the schematics they have in the game. You submit the screenshot. And everybody that makes a submission will get some prizes. 5 qubits and 5 programmable villagers.
Okay.
And then 10 people will get 5 from Team Morning and 5 from Team Night will get 300 coins and the trophy gauntlet set, including gold, silver, and bronze.
I haven't learned how to make blueprints yet.
Oh, well. And you have until August 20th, I think it is. I put a link in the show notes.
I'm not sure that's gonna happen for me ever.
Yeah, it's not going to happen for me either. But if anybody plays and they're interested, there's a link in the show notes for you.
It's like if Minecraft and anime had a baby, it would be Creativerse.
Yep,
Yeah.
you are correct.
It's not an unfun game.
No.
It just makes me want to play Minecraft every single time I play it.
Exactly.
Every
right.
single bloody time.
On to DDO, summer sales.
Summer
It's the last week
sales.
of the sales. And guess what's on sale now? That
That's manuals.
I'm going to need in a few weeks, but I can't find out because I'm still VIP. Monster manuals.
Oh, man.
They're 30% off.
Something that I would actually buy.
Yes, exactly.
That I can't buy now because I'm still a VIP.
They are 30% off. And then, for everybody that's listening that doesn't already have them for their characters, if you want them, plus 8 tomes of Supreme Ability are 75% off.
Those things are so expensive, too.
Yes. So, through the end, till Monday morning, go right now. Go buy some if you're playing DDO. And then the Sinister Secret of Salt Marsh is scheduled to be released Wednesday, I think it is, the 4th of August. 3 editions as usual, Standard Collector's Edition and the Ultimate Fan Edition. And VIPs will get 10% off the cost. And the costs are like the usual $99.99, $59.99, and $19.99. You get Monster Manual 8 with all of them.
Okay.
Epic Destiny Access with all of them. Of course, the content with all of them. With the top 2 tiers, you get Universal Tree, Horizon Walker, and Smuggler's Cosmetics. And with the top tier, you get Unlimited Spark of Logic Access. And honestly, I don't know what that is. And with the top tier, you get a Sentient Jewel, a Dimensional Hireling folder, and some more bonus items. That will be coming out on 4th. And then, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that's the last of the summer sales. That's going to go away, right?
Yes.
After the sale is over?
Yep.
Well, maybe it'll come back whenever it's
July.
time for us to...
They have summer sales each July. But they have sales all the time, so just keep looking.
We'll just keep looking.
All right, and you remember Horizon Zero Dawn is having another episode called Horizon Forbidden West, and it was supposed to come out later this year. Well, they have put off next chapter in the story until the first quarter of 2022. So if you haven't finished Horizon Zero Dawn yet, you still have time.
Not finished.
Me neither. And then Medieval Dynasty has set a release date for 23 September 21, and the price is going up to $34.99. So if you're interested in the game, buy it before 15 August because the price is going to go up.
No, why?
Because it won't be early access anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be final edition 1.0 starting on 23 September.
Oh, well.
And
cool.
The question of the show is, with the Delta variant and everything going on with the coronavirus, would you go to Gen Con this year?
Oh, hell no. I wasn't going to go to Gen Con before the Delta variant. No.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
Next year is a very strong possibility. This year is just no. It's too soon. So
I know people are still planning on going.
Oh yeah.
They're not
I think Drac
changing their
is
mind.
going. I think Drac is going. I feel nervous even being vaccinated. Going just makes me nervous. You don't want this.
Well, vaccinated people are getting sick. So.
Exactly. You don't want this in any way, shape, or form. So
I'm staying home.
Yeah, I'm not doing it this time. I'm just not doing it. Oh, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Saba. Having played Medieval Dynasty, I've played for all of 5 minutes, so I can't say. So maybe Cadamir would have an opinion on this, but is Medieval Dynasty worth $34.99? Because, good God, that's a little pricey, don't you think?
I'd wait for it to go on sale.
For a game that you're not allowed to play with other people?
Wait for it to go on sale.
But that's not the question I asked, girlfriend. Is it worth $34.99 right now, today?
No, but you don't have to pay for that much.
So
that much for
it is
today.
not. Well, so you agree with me?
Correct.
It ain't worth it.
No.
It is not worth it because it's too expensive.
Correct.
I mean, I would be a little more drawn to the possibility if it was a game that I could play with all of my friends. But no. Maybe I'll give it another look. But I don't know. I don't know why it didn't grab me. Game's got to grab me first. Like, almost immediately. I think we should talk about that in a little bit, too, when we talk about the game that we're going to play tonight. And let's move into, before we start, tell me about what the Republic of Serra is.
That show is about a town that has some sort of mineral or something that a company came and was basically going to destroy their town by extracting it, and they didn't like it. I think they're part of Massachusetts, somewhere up there, and they seceded from the United States.
Massachusetts seceded.
Not Massachusetts. This town.
Oh, the town inside Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
This is a landlocked town, right? Is it on the seashore? Or...
Maybe they're.
So this is like the Luxembourg of the United States.
And Sarah is a history teacher. She's the one that started it, and so she's basically the ruler of this country now. Anyway,
President.
It's cute. It's interesting and cute and funny.
Well, since you
They're
described
making
it
their
as
own
cute,
money.
yeah.
And...
Oh my God, they're gonna bomb. Yeah, that's why. Why do you think Texas joined the United States? Because they were friggin' broke. Being your own country is expensive. Since you described it as cute, I'm kind of tempted to watch it.
Yeah, it's super cute.
Yeah, I've been watching Annie with an E, or Anne with an E, or whatever. It's about Anne of Green Gables. She's an orphan. Kind of reminds me of Orphan Annie. I think the timeline is a little bit before Orphan Annie's time, but, you know, scrappy redheaded orphans. Those are fun, right? She never stops talking, and then she describes herself as unromantic, yet everything she says is like the most dramatic, most passionate, most romantic thing ever uttered. Like, she says it like she's putting a dagger in her heart. The first season made me cry, like, a lot.
Aww.
Like anime style. So I was like, oh my God, stop it. Let's talk about myth. Cheer me up now, I'm sad. Talk to me about Satisfactory.
Yeah, so I guess the last time after the podcast, we went and we played Satisfactory. Lessa made a new map, and I like this game a lot. Sawa and I both like to play this game. We have a map, but we want Lessa to like it, and she's trying really hard.
Yeah, she's trying. She's trying hard.
So we managed to get our initial lines set up, which are usually you start with your iron and some limestone because you have to have concrete and some copper, and then a guy pops into our chat, and Demon 117, I believe that is correct. Before you get your lines set up, you have to stand at these workbenches and manually make everything you need.
It's a pain.
So we're standing there, click, 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 hundreds of these items. Yeah, it was pain. And we're just getting to the point where we don't have to stand at the workbenches because the lines are getting set up, and you have these constructors that will construct these items. And he comes into there and he says, well, all you have to do is hit the space bar.
Yeah. He changed our lives with one sentence. We were like, oh my God, stop.
So apparently, if you hit the space bar, you don't have to stand there and go click,
you can
click,
craft
click,
everything
click.
you got. It's fine. It was great. The game was a different game after that.
Yep.
Your character still has to stand there.
Yeah, you still have to stand there.
But
But
you
can get up.
can get up and go to
tea.
exactly, yeah. Go change the laundry, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm eternally grateful for this information. Oh my God, yeah.
Yep.
So, and then Saba found coal. So everything is really moving along in that game, even though we haven't played again. Les found a puppy. Saba has a puppy.
I named him Demon 117.
I need a puppy. Puppies are really helpful because they will bring you presents. And a lot of times they will bring you these slugs, and you make power cells out of these slugs.
Yeah.
And they will bring you purple slugs,
So
which
it's
are
really-
the hardest ones to get.
It's organically powered, is what it is.
So we're off to a really, really good start.
So I have thoughts on Satisfactory. It was more fun than I first thought. I really like the exploration. I can see the appeal of the building mechanic. It's very clean crafting system. It's very satisfying. Ha 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 pun, right? You get it? Yeah. I wouldn't not recommend this game. So that's to say I would. If somebody said, hey, should I play Satisfactory? Well, if you like crafting and building things, absolutely, you should play.
Great.
It's got some really cool things about it that are really up the alley for people who like to craft. I will absolutely play this game if I'm coerced by my friends. So it's kind of like Valheim, except I like it more.
Worst or ass?
Yes.
And coerced.
Oh, come on.
If you say, come on, play Satisfactory, if I'm not doing anything else, yeah, I'll come play.
Fire hair, drag
Yeah, exactly. You could do that. It's like going to the bar. Okay, look, if my friends face to face with me, if they say, come out with us to this bar, I never want to go. Or if they say, come with us to this party, or if somebody invites me to a party, I never, ever, ever want to go. I always say no. If I am forced to go, I always have a good time. After we get there...
Most children do.
Most children do.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, you know?
Right. Once we get you in there, you have a good time. You just don't want to go to start with.
I really don't want to go to start with. Just like, it's all right. But I can stick to the things that I know that will keep me engaged. But the crafting system really, I think, is very well done in that game.
So we're starting a Minecraft project next week with the DDO players. And today, Lessa taught Draculetta how to play Minecraft.
Yay! It was so much fun.
I was so surprised when I found out that he was a Minecraft virgin.
I know.
Blew me away.
I thought for sure that he'd played with us before, but really he didn't start playing with us until after we got into 7 Days to Die. And we had already left Minecraft behind at that point. I think that's
so
what
weird.
happened.
I just assumed, I guess.
Me too.
Blew me away.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. Tonight, we will be playing a game called Grounded.
Yes.
This game has been free to play all weekend. It's still free to play through Sunday. And really all I know is you play one of 4 itty-bitty, teeny-tiny little children lost in the backyard.
Yeah.
I think it's the backyard.
Whose yard is it? I think we're 12 or 13, maybe. Not even.
Oh, I thought they were.
There's 2 children that are smaller than the other 2 children. Like, they're not all the same age.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I think that, like, Peter and Willow they seem to be about 10 or 12. And Poops and the other one are like 8.
I don't think I've quite hit puberty.
Really?
Yeah, I like Peter, but I don't think I've quite hit puberty yet. I can't even say puberty. Okay? Can't even say it.
Yeah, they're all pretty young. And you brave the dangers of ferocious insects and hunger and thirst, basically. We played for a little while last night to get our characters and everything set up.
Just to get game mechanics. Yep.
It seems like it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
I already really like this game.
Yeah, me too.
All right, good job, Mythery. Good job. Let's move into our 2 weeks in gaming. I played a lot of 7 Days to Die this go around. Saba is back in our POV series. I am very, very happy about that. I am a little concerned that she's getting bored with 7 Days to Die. Are you getting bored with 7 Days to Die? And that's okay. I go through phases where I get kind of bored with games. I'll walk away from 7 Days to Die. I've walked away from DDO for months before coming back to it. And then just dipping a toe in. So that's totally natural. But I think that if we're going to wrap up our POV series, I think we should do another couple of episodes and a Horde Night finale with the 3 Horde Night pillars, the stairways that we built. I think that would just be really cool, and then that'll be the end of the season, and then we can come back to that idea. We can revisit that idea if you guys like it for another game.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We all like and we're all into. And it might be Grounded. We don't know. I'm liking it. But so, like, you know, I'm totally not against setting up an end game. I'm glad that we made it this far. We got really powerful really fast in this, in the POV series.
We did really good, actually.
Yeah, we did pretty good that. It's way better than the shared server. Oh my god. Beyonders Badlands is really hurting for every dang thing.
I have an idea what might be wrong.
Oh, okay. I played 7 Days to Die also with Friendly Necromancer, and I have some videos on my channel all about that. It was a laugh a minute. That guy is really, really fun. And I got him addicted to 7 Days to Die because you know how it is, like when you go on a date, you can't call the guy back, right? He's got to call you. But he contacted me. He was like, hey, when are we going to play 7 Days to Die? I was like, yes! so he
Very
really does want to
good.
play. Okay. I had to know that he really wanted to play, so I had to wait him out, but I didn't have to wait long, so it was good. And my vanilla series is wrapping up. I already talked about that, so I'll skip it, but I finally drug Myth back into into Ragnarok for a day so that she could fix my plumbing. Oh my god, I put that work order in weeks ago. She finally did it.
She did. As I said, I was listening to the podcast, so it was on.
Takes me 5 minutes.
Yeah, she was like, I'm done. I'm finished.
But then I got roped into building a nursery.
Yeah,
so
no,
there
I was
you
like,
go.
I need a nursery. I need 2 air conditioners. So then we had to build a whole 3rd floor. Then that meant
And
I
go
had to
collect
expand
some obsidian.
then we had to go collect obsidian. It was just a whole thing.
Okay, you two
Still need to put a roof
have
on
been
it.
married for how long?
It feels like 20 years.
You need to work this relationship.
This
out
relationship
here.
issues.
Come on.
We didn't fight about it. We just were like, okay,
No.
well, we need this, so let's go get it.
No, I'm talking about the plumbing issue.
Oh, the plumbing issue. I asked her to fix it, and she eventually fixed it.
Myth, you got to do it when she asks you.
You gotta do it when you're asked to do it.
What fun would that be?
The problem I have with Ark is that either you play Ark and you don't play anything else, or you play other games and you don't play Ark.
It's very needy.
Ark is a very needy game.
Actually, it isn't because the server turns off.
Yeah.
You go watch that too.
Yeah, you gotta watch that because sometimes they'll do an
Updates will
update
turn it back on.
and they'll turn it back on you, so you gotta look at it every
Oh,
once in a
shit.
while to make
It's
sure.
just odd to me.
Yeah.
That really is odd.
It's a little bit weird, but that's okay because it's Ark. Ark gets a lot of free passes on a lot of stuff that other games don't get. Just saying. Oh, and
It looks like 7 Days to Die has then addressed that situation because
yeah.
nothing seems to happen if you're not on
Yeah.
the server.
Yeah, if you're not on the server, nothing gets made, no trees grow, no crops grow. It's bad.
Nothing.
Yep.
That sucks.
I'll mention Guild Wars 2 very quickly for just a minute. I sneak in there, and I've been going into low and mid-level areas just to fill in hearts and stuff. And that's actually quite satisfying. I'll just do 1 or 2. I'll get my free stuff for the day, and sometimes I'll go to the guild hall and chop whatever to get ingredients. And then I get out. But I'm ready to play that game pretty much anytime. It's very fun.
I'm ready to
'Cause
make
we
a
in the
play date
desert.
for a GTFO.
Are we dragging Drac with us as the 4th member?
Well, we could drag Patrick.
Oh, I forgot he has that game.
Yeah,
So, as long as Saba's agreeable to it, you know how Saba is.
I know.
She's like, I'm right here. I can hear you.
Excuse me, I'm right
Excuse me. Oh man, we already gave a shout out to Demon177 for Satisfactory. Thank you for changing our lives.
He deserves another
Yeah,
shout.
he does.
And before you go into confession time, let me guess what confession time is.
Oh, guess what it is.
Somebody played today.
No, I didn't. I didn't play today.
That's not confession time? Oh.
No, I already bought the game. That's what the confession is.
Oh.
I bought the game. I already
I
own it.
almost did that.
I already own it.
I
own
almost
it.
did it. How much did it cost you?
Whatever the price is. I didn't really look. I just said, I want to buy this game. That's what happens when I like a game. I don't care what it costs.
Very good.
Unless it's $50, and then I care. And then I'm like, oh, no, let's let that go on sale.
It is then.
I think it's $24 or $30, or I don't know.
Yeah, it says free.
You have to go to the
Free,
store
I like
page.
that.
Free is good. You have to go to the store page. This game has a very good crafting
It's
system.
$30.
It's easy to learn the controls for this thing. It's very engaging. It has a challenging progression system. Don't go collect acorns alone. Just don't.
So how do you know that?
Bad idea. Because my theory is that if you don't collect acorns alone, then you have somebody else to feed to the spiders when they come out.
Ah.
You know.
Oh, it does say one friend already owns this game.
Uh-huh.
Say
Yeah.
$30.
$30.
Yeah, I bought it today. You could always wait till it goes on sale. I was seriously thinking about grooming this one as a POV series or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I'm in.
Okay, so
She's like, I'm in.
in the more like this section, are you ready for the list of games they think is like this?
Yes, I want to
Yeah,
know. I have to.
that's so bad.
I have to know.
Valheim,
No, just no.
Oh
Rust,
my god.
Maybe no, but Rust is PvP, so no. And Rust is just a cutthroat game. Rust is
Dead by Daylight.
no.
Oh my God,
Oh my God, no.
All right, mine has Satisfactory and Arc.
Satisfactory and Arc are also in here.
Okay, I can see those being a little bit like that, but okay. You remember when you guys were kids? And you used to go to the playground on a summer day, and they had a metal slide, and you would slide down the metal slide, and this metal slide was so
I've
hot
never
it would
told Leslie
burn you.
No, I do not have any memories.
Oh,
of
that's
when
right.
I was a-
So imagine that you're a child, and you slide down a 2,000-degree slide with shorts on. That is what Rust is like. That's Rust. It's like you think you're going to have some fun, and instead you get burned.
Okay.
I'm going to have fun. Ah! Just like
Do
that.
that.
Okay, so I would not have done that. I would have gotten on the top and said, who would slide down that? That would be hot.
Yeah, that's what you think.
And I would have turned around and
But
gone
the
back down
allure
the
of the
steps.
slide is too great.
No.
It's too much. You have to go down the slide. You must get burned. It must baptize you in the fires of the slide.
No.
That is Rust. That's what Rust is like. Rust is like a hot slide with shorts on in the summertime. All right,
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping. All right,
Let's move on.
fine. YouTube saved our bacon last show. I had to wait over a week because Podcast Garden went down and it did not come back up.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Very frustrating. So I went ahead and I put the show up on YouTube first. So thank goodness for YouTube. Saved our bacon. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't subscribe, or eventually it'll get there unless Podcast Garden for whatever reason explodes and then we have to find a new host. I really don't want to do that. We've been with them for a long time without any issues. So
2014.
I hope everything works out because I don't want to find someone new.
Am I gonna have to cry?
No, don't. No, I'm not going to.
I'm already sad.
Mithri and I are
Don't
getting a
do this to
divorce.
me. No.
I'm sorry. Mithri, I was saving this information for later. But, since she brought it up, since the kid brought it up, it was the plumbing that pushed me over the edge. I'm sorry. I divorce you. That's it.
I told you, Myth. You should have done
Okay.
it right away.
California's, on a 50-50 state.
So you're going to take half my shit? You're going to take half my
Yep.
games with you when you go?
Yep.
You can take the half I don't play.
No,
Right.
I get the pick.
Yeah. So go to our website, damselsofddo.com, or you can go to podcastgarden.com. You can find us there. And you can subscribe via iTunes or your favorite podcast medium. That's okay. And when's the next show, by the way?
2 weeks from now, August 15th.
We hope August 15th. And
we
thanks
always
to
have.
everyone who joined us for the live show. We very much appreciate it. Come and join us in a few minutes right here on this channel. We are going to play Grounded, and you are not going to be sorry. This is gonna be
Right.
This is a great game, honestly. I haven't found a game that I liked this much in a while. So yay. I was very happy about that. All right, Mithri.
Close the window.
Close window. All right. Thanks very much for joining us, guys.